Success is the ultimate final victory in all things. Don't you want revenge on the people who didn't believe in you? Don't you want revenge on your enemies? Don't you want revenge on everybody who abandoned you? People who thought you were worth nothing and worthless? Don't you want them to finally feel the sting of regret? Don't you want them to come across your Instagram profile after a few short years, see the life you're living and the man you've become, and to hate themselves? Don't you want your exes begging? Nothing makes me happier than the girls I haven't seen in years popping up again begging for another shot. There's nothing more beautiful than them messaging you, been a while. Skank, shut up. It certainly has. That's winning. And you can win one way. Success is the cure-all revenge to everything. You know that ex who really upset you, who broke your heart, and she has a new man now and she seems happy? She wouldn't be happy if you got a lot richer and in better shape and famous. If she saw you and goes, wow, he didn't have a six-pack and arms like that when I was with him. He didn't drive a car like that when I was with him. Look at him now. I really wish I didn't leave him and go with this other guy. I wish I stayed with him. Before you know it, she'd hate her current husband and want you back. Success is the best revenge. It's the best revenge on your school teachers who didn't believe in you. It's the best revenge on your boss who used to boss you around. It's the best revenge on all those women who don't gonna reply to you anymore. It's the revenge on everyone. It's the cure-all, the silver bullet. The only thing you have to focus on is winning. If you win everything. You don't have to play all these little games. You don't have to try and get your ex back or upset her or be petty or send her stupid messages. You need to get rich. Then all of the work is done. I automatically win in every scenario because of how successful I am. If I break up with a woman, I win because she will never get another me. Success is the only possible route to revenge. And if you go through life without taking revenge on those who wronged you, you're a perpetual perma-victim. If you're not out here becoming successful to get revenge on the people who didn't believe on you, you're a perma-victim who is nothing but a prey for predators. Are you going to live 70 long years with nobody who ever wrongs you regretting that decision? You're going to be 70 years old and everybody who ever treated you badly is going to be glad they did, because they're going to think of you as a scumbag. They're going to think, I'm glad I don't talk to him anymore. I'm glad I left that guy. I'm glad I never believed in him. And they're going to be right. And you don't have motivation to go try, so they feel some regret. You want to just be the laughing stock of everybody who's ever interacted with you ever, and you lack motivation somehow? You don't have a six-pack, big arms, a bunch of money, a Lambo. You have none of those things, and all the people who ever said you were a loser were right? That's how you're going to live your life as a man? It is go time. It always has been. It always will be. It's perpetual. It's never ending. Do you understand there is a new level of life to unlock? Do you understand that everybody who has ever wronged you is currently laughing at you? If you don't feel like going to the gym, you don't feel like making money, let me say this to you. Everybody who ever wronged you is currently laughing at you because you are not more successful than them. They were right. Everybody is laughing at you. Behind your back, you're a man. Have some dignity. Have some honor. Stand up. Everyone is making fun of you. And the only possible revenge is success. It should be all you think about. It should be all you do. It doesn't matter who the president is. Nobody's coming. No one's going to save you. You need to do it. Yourself. Just you. By yourself. Get up and do it. Otherwise, you're going to lose your youth. You're going to lose your energy. You're going to become an old man. You're going to sink into a chair. And you would have lived your entire life as a joke. And if that doesn't motivate you to try, if that will not motivate you to do something simple like press buttons on a keyboard, then you are born to lose. If you lose, you deserve to lose because you didn't take action. If you take action, you will win. You have no excuse to not make money. All you have to do is try. I'm tired of yelling at you. There's only so much you can do to inspire a sheep to become a wolf. Maybe all the poor people who go, I don't want to be poor, I've tried hard, are lying. And if you get to know these people, they're not even nice people, because good people who work hard seem to always win. By logical extension, anyone who has not won is not a good person who works hard. Somewhere along the line, there's something wrong with you. Now it is Darwinism. Those who do not benefit do not deserve to benefit. We can laugh at the system. We can mock the system. but you're still inside of the system. So who's really winning? When we call them dumb idiot losers, but they still control your life, what does that make you? You need to work harder now than ever. This is your last chance. There's no system that can hold you down. There's no woman that can hold you down. Nothing can hold you down if you're a winner. If you take action and you move first, nothing can pin you down. Nothing. You're allowing them to beat you. They are breaking your spirit. They are making you quit. They're making you give up. It doesn't matter what they tell women. It doesn't matter. None of it matters if you're a hero. If you're a hero, you can resist. The history books are written about men like me, like Napoleon, like Genghis Khan, who said, no, we are going to fight. There is no leprechaun who's going to bring you gold. Stop fantasizing about some magical future where success falls into your lap. There's no miracle, no savior, no handout. The only miracle is work. Ruthless, obsessive, relentless work. You need to get rich now. I don't know how else to put it in simple language. You need to panic, stop sleeping, feel nervous, get worried, and get rich now. Before the schism is so large in the universe that the wormhole closes and brokies cannot escape perpetual and never-ending slavery for their entire dynasty of their bloodline. You have shit to do. What do you mean festival? You have things to do. You have to escape slavery. I'm gonna go movies with my girlfriend. You wasted your time. Next time your girlfriend says, let's go movies, are you gonna sit and think, wait, I went movies with him in 2015, and now I'm not rich. Now this nooch trying to make me go to a movie again. I'm still not rich, need money instead, and say, no, I'm locked in, I'm getting rich. Stand by me and enjoy the fruits of my labor, or be gone.
Do you understand why no one is coming to save you? Because no one can. Because life is war. And in war, no soldier runs across the battlefield to carry you to safety. In war, you fight or you die. In war, hesitation kills. And this is the war you're in right now. The war for your future, for your dignity, for your legacy. The system doesn't care. Your enemies don't care. The universe doesn't care. Only you. Only your actions. Only your will. Stop pretending you have time. Stop pretending you can figure it out later. Time is the enemy you cannot defeat. Every wasted hour is a piece of you that rots away forever. Every day you stall is a day closer to death. Do you want to die knowing you never even tried to rise? Do you want to take your last breath with nothing but excuses in your throat? Because that's where most men end up. Old, weak, bitter, pathetic. They wasted their youth, wasted their strength, wasted their chance. And now they are nothing but ghosts in their own bodies. Don't become that man. Don't let your story end as a tragedy. If betrayal has ever touched you, if disrespect has ever burned you, if the system has ever mocked you, then you have been given a gift, a reason to rise, a reason to build, a reason to fight. But if you waste it, if you ignore it, then you deserve to stay broken. Because opportunity never dies. It simply moves to the man who is willing to seize it. So here's the law. You rise or you are prey. You fight or you are forgotten. You dominate or you are consumed. There is no middle ground. There is no balanced life. There is no good enough. There is predator and there is prey. There is wolf and there is sheep. There is conqueror and there is slave. Which one are you? If you are still waiting for motivation, if you are still waiting for someone to hold your hand, then listen carefully. Nobody is coming. Not today, not tomorrow, not ever. It's only you. And if you refuse to act, you will rot in the system like the millions before you. There is nothing in this world as intoxicating as the sight of your enemies breaking under the weight of your success. Nothing. You cannot buy that feeling. You cannot fake it. You cannot cheat your way to it. You can only earn it through years of sacrifice, discipline, and cold focus. And when it comes, it is worth every drop of blood, every sleepless night, every lonely hour you spent sharpening yourself while they laughed. Think about it. Every insult, every doubt, every betrayal, they all thought they were right. They thought you'd never escape, never rise, never matter. They built their lives on the idea that you were beneath them. And then one day, that illusion shatters. One day, they see the reality of who you've become. They see the car, the wealth, the power, the presence. They see the body, the eyes, the aura. They see the man they once dismissed standing in a place they could never reach. And in that moment, their entire existence collapses. That is the beauty of revenge. It doesn't just hurt them. It redefines their whole life. Every decision they made regarding you becomes a mistake carved into their soul. The woman who left you, she realizes she downgraded. Every night she lies beside a man she doesn't respect, she remembers you. Every picture she scrolls past, she feels sick because she traded ambition for comfort. She traded steel for clay, and the regret eats her alive. The friends who mocked you, they see you standing where they wish they were, and their jealousy becomes poison. They try to smile, they try to pretend they're happy for you, but inside, they are tearing apart. They remember every time they laughed at your dreams, and now they are haunted by the truth. You were right, and they were cowards. Your enemies, the ones who spoke against you, the ones who wished for your downfall, they see you thriving, and they choke on their hate. Because deep down, they know they helped create you. They were the fuel. Every word, every betrayal, every attack. They forged the man who now overshadows them. And the cruelest part? They can never undo it. Their regret is permanent. Revenge is not about going back to them. It's not about begging for acknowledgement. It's about living in such a way that their very existence becomes punishment. Every time they see your face, every time your name is mentioned, every time they are reminded of you, it cuts them deeper. And you don't have to lift a finger. You don't have to raise your voice. You don't have to waste a second. Your existence does the damage. And the truth? It feels like a God's justice. It feels like you became judge, jury, and executioner simply by refusing to quit. The feeling is sharp, clean, and eternal. You don't even need their apology. You already won. Their regret is the apology. Their shame is the justice. Their downfall is the trophy. Stop wondering if revenge matters. It does. It always has. It always will. The world is built on revenge. Empires rise because men refuse to be mocked. Kings are remembered because they crushed those who doubted them. And you are no different. You can choose the same path. You can choose the same fire. Take revenge. Rise. Dominate. And let regret destroy them for the rest of their lives. Revenge is not just about today. It is not just about silencing the laughter of your enemies. It is about immortality. Because when you rise, when you dominate, when you succeed so completely that the world cannot ignore you, you don't just win, you etch your name into eternity. And they, the ones who doubted, betrayed, abandoned you, become nothing but shadows in your story. Do you understand the true punishment of your success? It's not that they regret losing you. It's that their entire lives become a reminder of their mistake. Every time they look at what they settled for, every time they scroll through your victories, every time your name is mentioned in a room, they are reminded of how small they are compared to what they could have had. That regret will never die. It will live with them until the grave. That is your legacy. That is your revenge. And when you are gone, when you are dust, your name will still echo. Their names will not. Their laughter will not. Their betrayal will not. Only yours. Only your empire. Only your mark. That is what true revenge feels like. Not a fleeting moment, but a scar on history itself. Think about it. The ones who abandoned you thought they had the last word. They thought their betrayal was final. They thought they defined you. But revenge rewrites everything. Your rise erases their power. Your victory drowns their voice. You become the one remembered, and they become the ones forgotten. That is immortality. But here is the dark truth. You cannot taste this revenge if you hesitate. You cannot carve legacy if you keep waiting. The window closes every day. Your youth is bleeding away. Every wasted hour is another nail in the coffin of your potential. You cannot live forever, but your name can. The only question is whether your name will be carved in stone or erased in dust. When you rise, when you take revenge, you are not just fighting for yourself, you are fighting for your bloodline. You are fighting for the generations after you. You are fighting so your children, your grandchildren, and their children never live as prey. You are fighting so your name opens doors long after you are gone. You are fighting so that when history whispers, it whispers you. Do you know what real regret feels like? It's not losing a relationship. It's not losing a job. Real regret is reaching the end of your life and realizing you never avenged yourself. You never proved them wrong. You never silenced their laughter. You lived invisible and now you die invisible. That is the fate of the weak. Discipline is the grind that transforms a weak boy into a dangerous man. And the harsh reality is this: if you don't master discipline, you will remain a slave forever. Slave to your urges, slave to your comfort, slave to your enemies. Start with your body, because if you cannot command your body, you will never command your life. If you wake up tired and skip the gym, you are telling the world that weakness owns you. If you stare in the mirror and see a soft, pathetic body, know this: your enemies are smiling. Every skipped rep is a victory for them. Every day you avoid the gym is proof that they were right to doubt you. You want respect? Earn it with scars, with sweat, with iron. A six-pack is not just muscle, it's a signal. It screams to the world, this man cannot be broken. Do you think money will come to you if you cannot even master hunger, sleep, and fatigue? Do you think wealth will bow to a man who cannot even control his appetite? Wealth respects only the disciplined. The marketplace rewards only the predator who stays sharp when others collapse. You want financial power? Then you must bleed for it. You must grind when others rest. You must obsess when others relax. Because the man who works while others sleep becomes the man others worship. Understand something brutal. Effort is not optional. Effort is the law. If you work, you rise. If you don't, you rot. Excuses don't matter. Circumstances don't matter. The world doesn't care about your struggles. The world only respects results. Every second you waste is a second someone else uses to pull further ahead. Every time you hesitate, someone else is locking in victory. And when you finally wake up, it will be too late. The gap will be too wide. Discipline is war against yourself, against the part of you that craves comfort, distraction, laziness. Every morning you wake up, you are at war with that version of yourself. And if you lose everything. Because once comfort wins, it never lets go. You think the system cares about you? You think governments, banks, corporations, society will ever care whether you win or lose? They don't. They want you docile. They want you predictable. They want you broke enough to obey, but comfortable enough not to rebel. You are cattle to them, nothing more. You are milked for taxes, distracted by entertainment, numbed by comfort. And the second you stop producing, they discard you. That's the system. And if you are too weak to resist it, then you deserve to be consumed by it. Look around you. Every man who blames the economy, who blames the president, who blames the elites, he is a coward, a slave begging for sympathy. Do you know what the elites laugh at? They laugh at the man who spends more time blaming them than building himself. Because while he points his finger at the system, they are stacking wealth, stacking power, stacking influence. He wastes years complaining about a game that will never change instead of learning how to play it like a predator. You can sit there whining about bankers, media, governments, feminists, billionaires, conspiracies, or you can look in the mirror and admit the truth. None of them broke your discipline. None of them stopped you from training. None of them forced you to waste your years. None of them chained you to mediocrity. You did that to yourself. That's the reality. The system didn't hold you down. You allowed it. You let them break your will. You surrendered before you even fought. But let me remind you, history doesn't remember the victims. Nobody builds statues for the man who complained. Nobody writes songs about the man who blamed others for his own failure. History remembers...